are a nation in decline. We are a failing nation. We are a nation that has the highest inflation in over 40 years, where the stock market just finished the worst first half of a year in more than 5 decades. We are a nation that has the highest energy cost in its history, and we are no longer energy independent or energy dominant, which we were just 2 short years ago.
That low energy, seemingly political campaign ad is from Donald Trump, and while he hasn't officially announced that he's running for president in 2024, he keeps dropping these hints. The timing of this ad, though, is interesting because he posted it on social media promptly after news broke that his residence in Mar-A-Lago was raided by the FBI, and that raid allegedly had to do with the fact that he had taken home classified documents from the White House, which does break the law. But nonetheless, it could be that he posted that to make it seem as though he is in fact running for president and the raid was a politically motivated attack against him. But before we get to that discussion, let's give you some more information about this ad. Just after midnight local time in Mar-A-Lago, Donald Trump posted the campaign ad in a message on Truth Social. It was only hours after he confirmed his Florida home was under siege by the FBI agents. Now, why is this important? Well, according to reports from last month, Trump's inner circle is secretly making plans to fire thousands of government employees if he wins in 2024, report says. Sources close to Trump said the plans include people who work in national security and intelligence, including the Justice Department, FBI, State Department, Department of Defense, and the Civil Service. Trump wants to target the top levels of the DOJ and FBI and woke generals at the Pentagon, as well as clean house in the intelligence community. Sources said. You know, Trump is the person who appointed Christopher Wray, who is the current head of the FBI. Republican lawmakers in the Senate, of course, confirmed Christopher Wray. And it just seems like Republicans aren't bringing their best people.
Yeah, so I'll tell you about why the ad was released both now and in general. Okay, so now because he wants to be able to say they're targeting a candidate. I mean, look at this is obviously a political ad. I'm obviously running. And so this is very political of Joe Biden's Justice Department do this. As Anna pointed out, obviously, he actually appointed Christopher Wray, but they're targeting a candidate. That's why they put it out right away after the raid, okay? In general, they're putting out a lot of ads like this. And I'm about to run, could run, I'm about to run, etc. Some idiot was on TV today saying like, oh, I know who it was. It was Jason Miller, one of his lackeys. He's like, I wasn't sure that Trump was gonna run, but you know what? Because of the raid, now he's gonna run, okay? I mean, this is like what children do. Like, yeah, I was gonna give you the chocolate, but now that you said that mean thing, I ate it 20 minutes ago, okay? So, and they're putting out all these ads like before he officially announces because they just want to do perpetual marketing. Could run, about to run.
Yeah, by the way, okay, so I guess that's what the protection is if you want to commit crimes. So just announce that you're gonna run for president and then commit crimes. And if you get investigated for the crimes you're committing, you could just say that it was a politically motivated attack because you're a candidate.
Yeah.
And the deep state doesn't want you to run.
Yeah, oh, you know what? I'm such an idiot. When I ran for Congress, I should have just done like 17 bank robberies. Yeah. And then be like, no, that's it. I was running for office. I was running for office. You're allowed to commit grand larceny when you're an armed bank robbery when you're running for office. By the way, if I was a Republican, every one of the voters would have believed that. They would have, of course you can. Trump has committed like half a dozen obvious crimes. They're like, hey, running for office, kind of, maybe. There's an ad out. Now to the ad. At one point in the ad, he said, when I was in office, we had high energy supplies. I'm like, really? Because it doesn't look like it. Looks like you're running real low on energy in that ad. I mean, what was that long pause for? I watched all 4 minutes of it, but I got jet lag. I nearly dozed off. I'm serious. I'm like sleepy Trump.
It's a super low energy ad. It's actually shocking how boring that ad is.
Yeah, and I know why. because some scriptwriter wrote it, and you could see when he's doing it, they wanted him to say it to a crowd so that it was more exciting. But since they put it in a prompter, Trump reads it really slow. He doesn't like to read from the prompter. He doesn't like to read at all, okay? So he's exciting when he's off the cuff and he's saying weirdo things and people laugh, right?
Yeah.
When they put it in the prompter, he's Sleepy Donald. So they had this idea, we'll make an ad out of something you say to the crowd and it'll seem like you were really inspiring. But since you had to put it in a prompter, you ruined it.
It's also kind of amazing how much Republican voters want to hear about how terrible America is.
Thank you, that was the other point I wanted to make.
We're a nation in decline, we're awful, everything about us is terrible. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's two parts of that, right? One is like they'll all blame the left all the time, like, yeah, you hate America. And they'll be like, America sucks. It's in decline. This country's riddled with crime. I hate it. It's like the worst country. Liberals hate America. What? You guys crap all over it, day and night. Now, the second part of that is, wait, you were just president less than 2 years ago. Okay. And you were president for 4 years. And he's like, you see how much America sucks? Why didn't you fix it? It's not like you weren't president.
I know, maybe a little less time using your position of power to enrich yourself and funnel taxpayer money into your Trump properties. Just spend more time fixing the problems that you purport to be concerned about. But I do want to get back to showing you portions of this ad, which, believe it or not, it really was like 4 minutes long. The obvious 2024 campaign ad begins in black and white with the sound of Trump describing problems like Afghanistan, energy dependence, the war in Ukraine, fake news, and other Trump rally favorites. By the way, if you want actual energy independence, we can nationalize our energy, but we won't do that. We'll be
independent instantly. Yeah, you want to do it?
Exactly. Now, it also features screenshots of his social media accounts being suspended as he says free speech is no longer allowed.
As he speaks for 4 minutes, totally allowed.
Trump also says in the ad, quote, "We are a nation that has weaponized its law enforcement against the opposing political party like never before." Interesting. Now, let's get back to the ad where it transitions from black and white to color when Trump talks about how he's gonna save us all.
There is no mountain we cannot climb. There is no summit we cannot reach. There is no challenge we cannot meet. There is no victory we cannot have. We will not bend. We will not break. We will not yield. Ever, ever, ever. We will never give in. We will never give up. And we will never, ever back down. We will never let you down. As long as we are confident and united, the tyrants we are fighting do not stand even a little chance. Because we are Americans, and Americans kneel to God and God alone. And it is time to start talking about greatness for our country again.
Now, false advertising is not allowed when it comes to products that we buy, but it is allowed in political advertising. And so you just saw what a Trump political ad looks like, how Trump is portrayed in a political ad, and then let's show you the reality.
I speak from here and from the heart. The windmills, they don't work. They're too expensive. They kill all the birds. They ruin your landscape. China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain. The disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? Putin uses the N-word. I call it the N-word. He uses the N-word, the nuclear word, all the time. I speak from the brain, but I speak from the heart.
Okay. In that pause, I was like, is he really gonna say brain? Is he really gonna say, no, what the Chinese know is that Donald J. Trump has a very, very large, and then he didn't actually say brain, he said a brain. Very, very large, a brain, okay? A brain up here, very mucho grando, okay? See, but that's the exciting Trump. That's the funny Trump.
It is. It
right?
is.
Like, it's so funny that they wrote that script for him to make it dramatic.
You're not winning with scripts, Trump. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not. It's actually, look, I think it's more of an asset to be able to speak off the cuff and be entertaining and charismatic. And as much as you might dislike him or hate him and disagree with him, as we do, you got to call a spade a spade. I've been using that phrase a lot lately, by the way, because it's true. He's entertaining when he speaks, especially when he speaks off the cuff. Putting a script in front of him is like putting him in shackles.
Yeah, you see, I believe we are going to make a comeback. Okay.
The slow motion clap at the point.
Yeah.
I love that they use that same shot several times in this 4-minute ad. Like,
yeah. No. Get him off the prompter, man. Get him back onto his very, very large brain.
What are you pointing at? What?
Okay.
So good.